understanding with regards to what exactly happened in Normandale, and is that informing the process reviewing dams moving forward? I do know that in Normandale specifically, there are lands that are owned by the province, and I would be very much interested in knowing exactly whose scope Quant's Dam is under moving forward if we're to do a dam review, understanding is this Norfolk County's property, who are the stakeholders, is it LPRCA, is it the province, is it a combination of the two? And I guess it's a bit of a loaded question, but I just wanted to ask you if there's any more information that we could expect forthcoming from the incident that took place in Normandale.
Through the mayor, yes, I'd be glad to go through some of the background on that Normandale dam failure, and we'll share that with you. We've got some work from other dams, one that will be coming to you shortly. It's, again, the Quant's Dam right here in Simcoe. There's some recommendations that come from that. Keep in mind that, the dam ownership may be the CA, it may be Norfolk County, it could be private, but it does affect all of our residents if it fails, public safety and so on. So I think it's important, it's a bit of due diligence. We just don't want to, again, we want to know what we've got, the condition it's in, to help us develop a plan. And that plan may show that we don't have to do anything for the next 5 or 10 years. Clearly, we have to do something with Meisner Dam. Sorry, did I say something wrong?
I'm just laughing because the hypocrisy right now. I mean, we've spent so much time on this Meisner Dam over it. So what if we learn that one of these dams, something's wrong with it? We can't get the one that we know has something wrong with it fixed. Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Mayor Chop. I was going to just jump right in and make a motion to remove this from the 2019 budget. And I just think that we have, as council, a lot more dam discussion to have in this year that might be pressing. And if staff would like to bring it back next year, then I would hope that maybe we've resolved Meisner Dam and could look at this.
Do you have a seconder for that motion? Councillor Van Passen. Discussions. Councillor Taylor.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. Baird, would delaying this initiative lead to more SLT delayed initiatives in the future, like the Waterford Dam? As in, if this study isn't done next year when the Waterford Dam comes up again, is it just going to be delayed?
Through the mayor, it's my opinion that this is just, this is like an assessment, finding out the condition of those dams so that we're not caught with failures. That the Normandale Dam is an example. It just happened. Whether, had we done some research or had the M&R done more research and know the condition that it was in, everything we're doing, we do assessments on roads, on bridges, to make sure that they don't fail, that we get them in time, repair them in time, replace them. So you're pushing it off a year. It hasn't been done yet. It's never been done. So if we wait another year, again, we become more reactive than proactive. That's really what we're putting forward from an asset management perspective.
So the 80,000, is that covering the 54 dams?
We would have to develop, Your Worship, terms of reference to scope it out. All that I can share with you is we do have 54 dams and water control structures in the county. The CA has done some work on some of theirs, so it's just putting together a full summary of everything that we've got.
All we heard about with the Meisner Dam was how much money has been spent on study after study after study and no work actually ever being done. So for myself, I can't support this, but Councillor Huffman. Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor? Carried.
Okay, if there's no further questions for Public Works, the next section is the Haldeman Norfolk Health Unit, but I believe that should be discussed when you sit as a Board of Health group tomorrow at some point in time. We'll address the MBIs at that time. The last section I just want to bring to your attention are the MBIs I had mentioned earlier, that SLT did review a number of requests from staff, and a list of those items are included on page 59 or 60 in case, for council's review, in case is a desire to bring any of those forward by council. But these are the ones that were removed from SLT, and they total an annualized budget of $767,800 and a request for an additional 5.42. These items are not included in the budget document.
So we're at a point now, we could either start into the division summaries or we,
I think we'll adjourn at this
Can
point.
adjourn,
It's 4
okay.
o'clock, and Councillor Columbus, Councillor Rabbits have somewhere to be for the sake of 20 minutes. Yeah. If that's okay? Yes, sir.
The finance staff just reminded me of something that's quite important that we'll have to rectify tomorrow. We did not circulate a Board of Health budget. We have to meet separately as the Board of Health to do the budget. So just to advise the public, we will print off a Board of Health budget agenda for tomorrow, and we'll have a Board of Health meeting to deal with the Board of Health budget aspects. Just so everybody's aware of that, we're giving public notice now that that will happen.
Received.
I also,
Councillor Johnson, I
Judge-
just want to say.
definitely a step up. I'm wondering when council would like to speak about the water wastewater issue. Want it first thing tomorrow morning, or that might be the best idea. That way it's done and over with, unless you have another suggestion.
Thoughts? That's
I agree. I think that'd be great. Get that out of the way, get it done.
okay. So we'll start with water and waste then? Okay. All right. Meeting adjourned. Sure. Recessed.